Hi, if you're new here, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmom.com.
Hey group, this is Coach Rose. Here, let's mute you really quick. Okay, good. So I don't hear myself anymore. So just so you guys know, Ashley and I are going to do kind of like a Zoom meeting where one's going to speak and we're going to mute, and then the other one's going to speak and then we mute. That way we're not talking over each other and we've got a lot to say. We've got some new people in the group. So say hello, type a chat in the or say hello in the comments. If you're watching live, type live. And I want to know where you're watching from. Ashley and I are streaming in multiple places. We're on my business page. We're on Fit and Confident Moms. We're on YouTube. So drop in the comments where you're watching from. This helps me so much because the more you comment, the more Facebook shows the people that, hey, there's a cool thing going on that Rose is talking about. So welcome back to Tuesday Talks. If you've never been to one before, my name is Coach Rose Peterson, and I am founder of Fit and Confident Academy. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach in Las Vegas. I help people locally and virtually all over the world. And we have this series called Tuesday Talks. Say hello. There's quite a few people hopping on. So I want to know who you are. Drop in the comments who you are so I can say hello. In Tuesday Talks, I try to bring in uplifting, inspiring guests that have a story, but also add something to your life beyond fitness and nutrition. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for watching. And that's why I'm bringing special guest Ashley Burney, founder and president of To Heart LLC. This is an amazing organization platform. I'm so blessed to have met Ashley by way of our mutual friend, Lynn Marie Stewart. But I want to tell you a little bit more about Heart to Heart and why I wanted to get involved. And Ashley's event was the very first women's empowerment event I had ever been to. Like, I knew that as part of building my career where I was at after being a stay-at-home mom for 8 years and going back to the workforce and realizing that I didn't want to just go to work. I wanted to change lives. But in order for that to happen, I had to become the best version of myself. And I also knew I had to be in rooms with other women who were doing the same thing, becoming the best version of themselves. So Heart to Heart LLC, Ashley, she's all about empowering and motivating, uplifting women and the community through her events, dialogues, media, the things that you volunteer for. She's also a consultant and throws a lot of events that are geared towards uplifting and supporting other women. So I'm going to introduce you to Ashley because she has a really cool series of events through her Your Boldest Beautiful Empowerment Workshop series. I'm going to go to mute. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for watching. And here is Ashley.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here in this moment, to be here with you all. And thank you, Rose, for having me on today and sharing more about the platform and connecting and being able to share really important information that we all need to hear. How can we be engaged? How can we be better versions of ourselves? And to be able to connect and motivate in spaces and safe spaces. I'm really, I really take a lot of pride in that because we don't just have, just the standard women's empowerment events. We could say we're extra. We're extra in such a good way and extra in a safe space. And when I say safe space, I mean, one can feel as if they can share and be open and candid and transparent and know that it's going to be received and they're going to be nurtured. And that's important because I have been to so many women empowerment events where, you kind of go in the room and you hope somebody talks to you. How was your day? Hey, queen, you look pretty. how's it going? What can I help with? Tell me a little bit more about what you do. You don't know if you're going to get that. And so with our events and talks and through the YBIB Empowerment series, which we will share a little bit more about later today, that's what we have. And I just, it's what we do. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to share a little bit more about that and connect with those who are listening in and going to be new followers of the platform and staying engaged and being the best version of themselves. So really excited.
Thank you so much for being here. I am so thrilled and honored for you to be here. I have to tell you guys, when I first went to Ashley's event and I saw her walk in the room, she just has so much energy, a commanding presence on stage, and not just that, but you had the sense that she was enjoying every minute of it. And what I love about what Ashley says about her events is this is not just, her events aren't ones where you just walk in the room and you listen to women speak all day long. There is connection, there is community, there is women shedding tears. We're giving strangers hugs, we're connecting, we're making friends. And that's what I really loved about Ashley's events is it's just not a seminar you just show up to. This is truly getting to know each other, having experiences, sharing, connecting stories. And through that, we're lifting each other up. And that's, Ashley has really become somebody I tap into as another business mom where we pull each other up. I can call her and discuss, bounce ideas off, and we pull each other up. So as each person rises, we rise together. And that's what I really love about Ashley's events. And I'm excited about being involved in your empowerment workshop series. So tell us a little bit more about your inspiration for your Boldest Beautiful events. And you have another big one coming up. And your design of why you wanted to do the workshop series.
Yeah, so pretty much in a nutshell, the Your Boldest Beautiful lifestyle is rooted in the pivotal experiences we have as individuals, finding our true selves and living in our bold. And one might ask themselves, what is my bold? That may be shadowed, right, by experiences that you've had that didn't go the way you planned. But if we always look at our glass half full, then we don't miss the lesson in what we have endured, which then we're able to find those bold nuggets. So for me, the Your Bold is Beautiful lifestyle brand and just the conception of that, what it came after a traumatic life experience for me. I had double brain surgery in 2017, and I had to not only be strong for myself and for my family and, for those, my loved ones, because it was a very uncertain time, right? I had to dig deep to figure out what was it that I was feeling that I felt like it was brewing inside of me to be able to go through that, but then to bounce back 1,000 times better. And it was revealed to me laying in the hospital bed, having quiet time with me and God and having those conversations of, I felt at times defeated. I felt as if it was, I didn't know how I was going to bounce back at times. But then it kind of just, the light bulb went off. And it was like, your bold is going to be inspiration for someone else. Maybe it's not necessarily brain surgery, but maybe it's a tough time in life where you're asking yourself, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? How am I going to be able to really, pull my bootstraps up and say, I can do this? And I knew I couldn't do it alone. And so I needed to build a community of women to be able to inspire and motivate and empower to have that light bulb go off. And so the Your Boldest Beautiful brand, it does just that. And so being able to have these ongoing events and brunches and workshops and different things of that nature, I'm always a thinker of wanting to do more. I just do, you know. And so I said, well, let's have an ongoing, continuous engagement series throughout the year. And it worked to where the demand was there, and it was like monthly. And I was like, well, okay, well, here we go. And so decided to kick off the monthly empowerment workshops to be able to provide these safe spaces on a continuous basis. And then hopefully by the annual workshop or the annual events that we do, it would have built this family to say, I need to invite my friends, my coworkers, my colleagues, you know, everybody out so that they can get a taste of it too. So that's the concept of Your Bold is Beautiful, and why we felt it was important to provide continuous engagement throughout the year. I mean, in the workshops, you know, it's topics that we as women need to be talking about at the round table. Getting to the round table, that's another thing I would like to talk about, because it's an hour and a half where you are dedicating time for yourself. That is probably one of the most frequent hurdles that I hear of, is that I just don't have time, and I don't know if I can make it out, and I just don't know if I can, you know, get there. But when you leave, it's a life-changing experience to say, I'm glad I took the time for myself to do just that, which is taking time to pour back into my cup to ensure that it's that I feel as if it's half full instead of half empty.
Yes, I love that. And I would like to say there's quite a few people on live that have been to Ashley's events. So drop in the comments your favorite thing about attending one of Ashley's events. Like, I see you guys in here. You're watching. So drop your favorite thing, whether it's something about Ashley, something about her events. I would love to know. That way, if there's other people watching here, it's so hard to describe in words or in this conversation what you really get out of these workshops and their life-changing experiences. I'll tell you that they are life-changing experiences. You will not leave one of these workshops thinking that you weren't affected in some way. Maybe that's up, you needed to just be around other people who are all trying to be better. Maybe it's someone had no idea the struggle that you're going through, and that smile and that compliment boosted you up. There is something that you need and you'll get from going to Ashley's event. So I want to talk about how my upcoming workshop series is coming up. Ashley called me and said, will you do this? And I said, yes, absolutely, 100%, because one, I'm passionate about helping women achieve their goals and uncomplicating the process, not just uncomplicating, but the fact that there's just not a lot of support when you're trying to make a fitness change, when you're trying to make a nutrition change. And so what I think makes me unique as a coach is I don't just give a diet plan. I don't just give a workout plan. It's like a full on mentorship. You literally feel like I'm walking you through the process of helping you change, because changing your life and achieving your goal, and Ashley could attest to this, and this is with school, work, business, it's not black and white. It is not point A to point B. There is so many roadblocks. There are obstacles. It's not a straight line. And so I wanted to talk to women via Ashley's event to talk about what are some things we can do to not only get the information we need to get started, but to figure out the support, the motivation, all the things that we need along the way. So before I get Ashley back on here to talk a little bit more, I wanted to kind of let you guys know how this workshop is going to be a little bit different, because it's not just like you going to a nutrition seminar and learning about like what's healthy and what's not, because most women know that. You guys are smart. You know what's healthy, what's not. We're not going to go over like a bad food list and a good food list, because actually I don't believe in that. I don't believe that food is good or bad. And when we think that way, it actually harms our relationship with ourselves and with food and with relationships with people. Like, food is more than just like nutrients. Food is connection. Food is family memories. Food is, it can be comfort. It can be soothing. And when we think about getting healthier and we have to take all that away, that's why people don't want to get started. And I believe that you shouldn't have to take all your favorite things away. So I'm just going to tell you guys what it's going to be like. It's going to be Saturday, June 25th at Centennial Hills Library. It's going to be 2 hours. I'm going to do my best to give you guys as much as I can without running over because I don't want to put you in information overload. But this is a chance to also get real-time coaching on helping you get unstuck. Because most women, and there's probably a really sad quote out there, and I don't have it in my back pocket right now, but most adult women have gone through at least more than 3 to 5 diets in their lifetime. I'm probably safe to say that, even though I don't have a quote, at least 3 to 5. So it's not about the nutrition part. It's about the support and the mindset. So I'm just going to break. So it's hard to do in 2 hours is what I mean. So I'm going to do my best because I want you to show up and come to this thing feeling like on fire, ready to go, feeling like you have enough to kickstart, and maybe even you have enough to keep going. It's not going to be where I'm going to lecture you. It's not going to, like I said, we're not going to have a green food list and a red food list. It's not going to be like that. But I will empower you with information that is for you. So, and I'm not selling supplements. We'll make that really clear too. I don't belong to any supplement company. I won't try to sell you a tea. There won't be a booth of products there. This is actually going to be science-based information, not just for your physical self on how weight loss works, but also science-based information on how to train our brains and reset our mindset so that we can get over stumbling blocks a lot easier. So I'm just going to generally overview kind of what the main bullet points are that I hope to deliver. So 1, we're going to learn exactly how fat loss works once and for all, so you don't have to suffer through another fad diet. And if you want to give up carbs, this might not be the talk for you, because I love carbs. I love like donuts and pizza and Starbucks coffee. So I try to teach you how to include those things while also still losing unwanted weight, right? So when we go to this workshop, I'm going to teach you how to create your own macros. So you might have heard that before, like, oh, weight loss works with a calorie deficit. But it's like, if you go on MyFitnessPal right now and you say, I want to lose this much weight in this much time, it's going to give you a very small calorie amount. And you're going to be like, there is no way that I'm going to live on 1,300 calories or something like that. So I'm going to actually teach you how to figure out what is a calorie deficit that's right for you, and also what's comfortable, what's moderate, what's extreme. We're going to talk about that because that's not talked about enough, that a lot of times we're doing things in a very extreme way, and that's why it's hard to keep our results. So I'm going to help you actually pen to paper. We're going to calculate your specific goal. So when you leave, at least you have a plan. Okay. So we're going to make that plan, how much to eat for your goals, and then how to adjust. Because sometimes, I'm sure you followed a plan and for like 3-4 weeks and it's like, it's not working anymore. So we're going to talk about what happens when you hit a plateau. What can we adjust? Okay. We're going to talk about how to navigate gray area foods. This is a huge stumbling block for a lot of people, which is, how do I eat when I'm in a restaurant? How do I eat when I'm at mom's house and she has this really good homemade cooking? So we're going to talk about the gray area foods. So how you can navigate vacations, restaurants, parties. Okay. I'm also going to skim over what's the best workouts for fat loss, and it's not tons of cardio. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm also going to have you guys leave with a 21-day workout. We're going to gift it to you. I won't make you work out that day, but you'll have that plan. So you have your workout plan, you'll have your nutrition plan. I'm also going to save some time to go over squat technique. This is one of those essential things that a squat should be done for the rest of your life. It just should be. We want to be able to tie our shoes and bend down when we're in our 70s. Squats and deadlifts are going to help us do that. And we want to do that as much as possible. So squats, we're going to do a squat analysis. So I'm going to teach you the proper squat, and then I'm going to go around and critique and say like, hey, let's make this slight change. How do you feel? Does this feel better? So it's going to be hands-on coaching. Lastly, all this information is not going to do much if we haven't gotten your mind right, because change begins from the inside out. So we're going to have some mindset coaching, and I'm going to take some volunteers to whoever wants to help get unstuck. We'll do that, and we'll have some live coaching, and I'm going to teach you how to tap into endless motivation when you don't feel motivated. I mean, motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. It's not always going to be there. We cannot rely on motivation. So we have to be able to create it ourselves. And this is also mindset work as well. So I'm super excited, Ashley. That's why I said, I hope we could do this in 2 hours. I'm going to try really hard to keep myself on task, because I want women to walk away with this knowing they got everything. They got nutrition, they got exercise, they got mindset. And then if they want more support later, we can have that discussion. But I want them to be able to feel confident after they leave.
OMG. Okay, so I was sitting in my seat going, yes, yes, yes. And you know what? It is so important that we understand that we are worthy. We are worthy to feel our best. We are worthy to know that when we wake up, that this is our temple, this is our soul. And so I'll be the first to admit, sugar and sweets, my, because I will turn to it. And my new thing is like chocolate covered or vanilla covered pretzels. I'm like, where did this come from? Like, and I will eat half the bag and enjoy, my favorite wine. I'll pair it with, all of these things. And I just feel like when you realize that you're worthy enough to feel your best, to be your best, then everything changes. And like you said, the mindset it's a strong temple, because that's where it starts. And I also feel too that with this workshop, for one to realize, what does healthy look like for them? We may have women of all shapes and sizes come to the workshop, and one may feel like they are well overweight and it's too late to do anything, or they feel too big to do anything, or they'll be limited. Or you may have, another woman who has who feels a different battle. And I feel like when we can welcome everyone into that room to be able to take away nuggets that they can use on a daily basis, but then also to be able to tap into you. And maybe it is getting a coach that can say, you know what, in your darkest times, or where you can feel like you can say, I cheated. So if I cheated, how can I be better? Or just finding their nugget. I really feel like that's going to be important. And Coach Rose and I, we welcome any and everyone to come to this workshop and to be open-minded. You don't want to have it be a battle between you and your minds. Okay, we're going to have to silence those voices, and we're going to have to say we are doing this because we are worthy enough to feel like the badass woman that we are. And with that, It is, okay, what am I putting into my body that is going to make me feel? And I've just been really tuned into gut health. The older I get, and with the things that I've experienced, it was a game changer for me when I had my surgery. To realize that, I am 140 pounds, but it's not the weight. It is gut pain that you could feel by putting things into your body that is not healthy. But then how does it make you feel? Are you tired? Are you anxious? Are all of those things that come along? It may be giving you the short-term gratification, but what about the long term? And so I feel like, also just the importance of understanding that health is the immune system. It starts with the immune. All of these diseases and things that are coming about or that you're finding out more of, if you change what goes into your gut and how it manifests, then I feel like there can be some game-changing opportunities. So I am just so excited for this workshop. I am so tickle pink, that you said yes, and that we have so many asking, when is it? How can we get involved? Have tickets gone on sale? They have gone on sale. We do have information available on my website, which is hearttoheartspeaks.com. You can check it out. More information on Coach Rose and her platform and the services and a link to her website. But tickets are only $39, ladies. Listen, I can tell you right now, I can go through a drive-through and spend half that on a meal I don't need, versus going and taking the time to dedicate the hour and a half to 2 hours to pour back into to self. And that's so important. So they are live, they are going, and I just cannot wait until June 25th. I cannot wait.
Awesome. Quick clarification on ticket price. Is it one price, or is there an early bird price and then a regular price?
No, so it's just one price. It's only $39. And I also wanted to share too, that there is a virtual component, meaning that if you are not in Las Vegas or you're not able to make it in person, we will be able to stream it so that you can watch from your living room, from your room, in the comfortable space that you have. You can watch it virtually, and we will be having the virtual option. They just have to be purchased by 1 p.m. on June 25th to receive that link, because we don't want the event to get started and you don't get your link in time. So tickets just have to be purchased by 1 p.m. on June 25th to receive the virtual link. But we made it to where there's no excuses. You can watch it from anywhere, or you can be present and show up in your comfortable clothing, your leggings, your tanks, your tees, your tennis shoes. We want you to be comfortable. This is a judge-free zone. Anything that we put on, any type of event or workshop or anything of that nature, it is going to, really be life-changing. So I dare you to get your ticket, and I know I'll see you. We will see you on June 25th. So yes, Shannon, yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you came and that we were able to just really soak in how we were all feeling, and to be able to walk away feeling so empowered and uplifted. So thank you, Shannon. I saw your comment.
I accidentally took myself out by unmuting. Well, I think that's it. We covered everything that we want to talk about. You guys got to meet Ashley. Make sure that you follow her on Instagram. And we'll drop a link in the comments of this talk where you can get your tickets. Do not wait. We don't want you to miss out. So if you know you want to be there, get your tickets as soon as possible, because there are limited number of seats. We have a space already secured, so make sure that you get your space before it fills up, because I already know I'm warning you, like, I'm looking at this list on my board right now that there's at least 10 people on my side that say they're going to be there. So make sure you get your tickets. Do not wait. And if you're one of my clients watching me, you need to let me know that you want to be there so we can make sure we get you the link as well. You will not regret it. It's going to be an amazing time. And like Ashley was saying, I don't know if she said today or yesterday, this is just a teaser of what's to come, because her big event that's coming up in October, this is just to get you through to that. You want to make sure that you're on her email list, you're following her in her socials. That way you're updated when she has new events, new workshop speaker series, all of that. So you do not want to miss it. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Ashley's in the group too, so she'll be answering questions. I'll be answering questions, and anything if you want to know, like, drop it in the chat. But like Ashley said, this is for everyone, and everyone's journey is going to be different, and everyone has a different goal. You will not be judged. I am not one of those coaches, like Ashley said, where if you went off plan, I'm going to give you a bad grade. That's not going to happen. It's always about where you're at the moment. And if there is an obstacle or a roadblock, how do we get right back on track? I like the analogy of, like, if your car breaks down, you're not going to sit there on the side of the road until we're going to fix you up and get you going. Right. So it's never any judgments. It's what's the next level for you. And like Ashley said, it's never too late to work on yourself. Never too late. If you guys are new to me, go on my Instagram or on any of my social feeds. My dad started his journey. He's type 2 diabetic. He was on lots of medications. I'm not sure how his weight, but the pictures says it all. And he didn't really get serious until his late 50s. And now he's in the best shape of his life. And it just took showing up for himself a little bit at a time. That's all you have to do, is it's a little bit at a time. It does not have to be overwhelming, and it shouldn't be overwhelming. So anything that you do that is bettering yourself, you are not doing it wrong. That's I just want to say. Some people, they'll start changing their diet or they start exercising and they wonder, am I doing this right? Anything that you are doing to help yourself, you are not doing it wrong, and you are not wasting your time. Okay. So come to this event so I can help you shortcut the process, right? And then that way you get tools you need. So if you break down on the side of the road, you know how to fix it and keep going. Okay.
Coach Rose, I did want to just ask and provide clarification for those watching, and then also being able to post this for those who weren't able to catch us live. What should the attendees bring with them? Is it something, should they just show up? Should they bring some sort of journal? What should they bring? And then also, I think I dropped it in there, but what do you encourage them wearing? We don't want you going out having to buy anything to come to this workshop. We want you to come as you are, but also come comfortable. So can you just kind of plug what you feel is best for those who plan to attend?
Yes. Before I do that, those are all good questions. I want you guys, if you're watching, type anything in the comments, because I got prizes to give away. Forgot to grab them, but I have two really fun things. One is a custom studded water cup that I'm kind of known for. They look just like a Starbucks cup, but it's branded. My clients, they end up being gifts for my clients, and they just cannot wait to receive one. So that we're going to give away. So drop in the comments anything at all. I want to know, are you coming? Have you been to a heart-to-heart event? How do you know Ashley? Drop in the comments below and we'll pick some random winners. The other thing is I also have custom journals, 2 of them. One of them is just for taking notes. It's beautiful. And the other one is for a food journal. And those are custom as well. So it's a food diary. It's good for a year. I'll be giving those away. So make sure you drop some comments if you're coming. I would love to give those away. So to answer your question about the event, dress comfortably, like wear whatever you want. It's a Saturday in the middle of the day. I don't know what you guys are coming from. So Some people might come straight from the pool. That's okay too. Wear something that you can move in. We are going to do a squat assessment. So your pants should be comfortable, stretchy. If you have leggings, that's great. They don't have to be fancy. If you come in sweatpants, that's okay too. You just need to be able to move freely. So make sure whatever you're wearing, move freely. I don't feel like you need to do your hair and makeup. You know, we're all just real moms here. I only wear that stuff nighttime when I go out to a vet or something. So yeah, come as you are, wear comfortable clothing. I will be having what is the word I want to say? A packet for you to follow along. But if you want to take additional notes yourself, bring a journal or notebook, bring a pen so that if there's anything extra that won't fit on the paper, then you have that handy. But that's about it. As far as like what to wear and what to bring. Yeah, and come with your questions, because that's what I need to know is how am I going to, and give me questions now, because that way, maybe if you're thinking it, there are other people who are thinking it as well. And I need to make sure that I include it. Let's see. I can't see. Shannon says, I will definitely be there. Good. Awesome. Love to hear that. Okay. I think that's it. So anything else you want to say, Ashley, before we end?
No, I actually just wanted to thank those who tuned in live. I know that we put it out, the information out to our following, and just the support that has been pouring out, and the excitement for the upcoming workshop with Coach Rose. And I'm just really excited to be able to yet have another life-changing event that could motivate one just to know, one, I am do this. I am so worthy to live and feel my best. And what does that start with? And to be able to ask the questions, because it also happens too when you get in other settings, and there's so many people in here. I'm not, I don't feel like I can ask those questions, but I can guarantee you, when you get in the room and you are surrounded by women who are wearing the same shoes, okay, and being able to share experiences, and the things that you've been fighting, that we've all been fighting, to be able to share that, but then also hear from someone who knows what they're talking about, and also who's very transparent herself. So I'm just really excited for the opportunity, and I look forward to meeting you all and being in contact with you all. And we do have a save the date. We do not have we have not sent it out yet, so you are the first to know, but save the date for our 3rd annual Your Bold is Beautiful Women's Empowerment Summit. It's going to be October 15th and 16th right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh my gosh, we'll get into that, a whole nother talk later about that, but planning is in full swing, and we just cannot wait to continue these conversations and providing empowering spaces for one to be the best version of themselves. So thank you, Coach Rose, and I look forward to the workshop on June 25th.
I am thrilled to have the workshop. I cannot wait till the 25th. I've just been like thinking about what every woman needs and what they can take away from that. So I'm really excited. I cannot wait for you guys to go. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you comment. I'll do the drawing in 24 hours just to make it fair, because not everyone is around during the day. So I'll do a drawing in 24 hours. Comment anything at all. I want to know, are you coming? What do you think about these events? What would you tell to another woman about Ashley's events? If someone's never been there before, that's very encouraging to know, like, we welcome you. We want you to come, and this is why. But thank you guys for watching and joining in. And be sure to tune in again next Tuesday at 2:00, where I'm going to continue the discussion on strategies around overcoming willpower, because willpower is actually a bucket that can get empty. So what can we do to overcome obstacles without relying on willpower. So part 1 was last Tuesday. You can catch a replay inside my group. And then we're going to go with part 2 and part 3 next week. So until next time, this is Coach Rose rooting for you to try something new like this workshop in 2022. Bye-bye.
Bye.